Yeah.
The following program is for adult audiences only.
This is
Eric and Gord, what if we're right?
Live right now.
Are you ready?
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Well, hi there. Happy Wednesday. It's April 1st, 2020. I'm Eric, talking at you from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where a lot of people find me incredibly funny. So if you're offended by something I've said, it's probably your fault.
Man, I've been saying that about people for years.
You're just wrong. Hey
You're
world,
just
how you
wrong.
doing? Gotta say hi to Mike at Pitlane, #1 racing podcast on the internet. Today, go listen to them on Pitlane Parlay. And when you're done listening to them and you're done listening to us, check out the Functionally Dysfunctional Show on Apple Podcasts, the second most entertaining podcast on the internet. That's it. How you doing, Gord?
Doing okay. I feel like I need to admit this to everybody. I don't know why, but I need to do it just because I feel like doing it. I'm a nose picker, and I'm proud of it.
All right. Good to know.
There you go.
You'll be self-isolating a little longer than everybody
That's all
else.
I got. Just putting that out there.
Fair enough. That's another one you
Wanna
could
see
all
if I-
stop lying about. Everybody can stop lying. Everybody picks their nose. There isn't a person on the planet that doesn't pick their nose. Except for maybe there's probably some dude out there with no nose that I'm being insensitive to, but other than
That's what
him,
I was gonna say. It's either that guy without a hands. he's not doing it. If you got no fingers, that makes it difficult.
oh no, he's figured out a way. The guy with no hands, he'll figure it out. The guy with no nose, he's fucked, but... All right. How you doing, world? Thanks for listening. Be sure to tell a friend. Download a couple old episodes. They're funny. Listen to those, too. Tell your friends. Give us a little rating on just the little star on Apple. Goes a long way. It would be awesome if you guys could do that. I have made a decision, an executive decision. Where did I write it down? I wrote something down about it. Our pens are arriving. The very amazingly limited edition pen. It is incredible. Not many of them in existence, and they're not like something that's going to come around very often, so you guys want them. And I'm going to give away 5 this week. All you got to do is check out our new website and tell us what you think of it. It's ericandgord.live. That's www.ericandgord.live. Check it out. Tell us what you think of it. And the first 5 people to do that will get the amazing limited edition Eric and Gord pen. And a postcard. A nice postcard from us as well. That's a hell of a deal.
That is a hell of a great deal.
Get your emails in. Or Twitter, Instagram. No, not Instagram. Do Twitter or Facebook or email or go to Spreaker.com on the Spreaker Podcast Radio app and make a comment on one of the episodes. Hey, saw your website. It was fucking great. Whatever. There's comment sheets on the website. There's a million ways you can do it. You can phone me, 604-655-9630. Phone lines are open right now. Fucking give us a call. First 5 people get the pen. And that's it. That's all I'm giving away. The rest of you got to fight to the death for them.
We should that needs to be our new a new TV thing we do.
Don't
The
fight to the
pen
death
death
for our
match.
pen. Don't kill anyone for our pens. But they are very, very cool. Also, we just announced the grand opening of ericandgordstuff.com, the online store where you can get all things Eric and Gord. You don't want your kids going to school not wearing Eric and Gord stuff. You don't want your kid to be that kid. So go there. We have a 25% discount on everything right now. Your total purchase, 25% off. But that only lasts for a couple of days. So check it out. Go buy yourself a hoodie or a t-shirt. You can get through on Messenger or go to ericandgordstuff.com or give me a call. Send me a carrier pigeon, whatever. That's it.
Oh, if you have a carrier pigeon fucking show up at your door, I'm going to be blown. That'd be the greatest thing in the world.
That would be very cool. That's it. That's all I could keep babbling on, but I'm not gonna. I got some babbling on to do at the end of the show, or middle of the show. I don't know. That's all I got. I had to tell a story about work today before we get into the news, because I haven't done like one of these personal stories in very long, but it brought me to a philosophical kind of a question. I commented at work today that I was pissed off that McDonald's was closed because I was hungry. And there's a McDonald's in my store, and I wanted to go eat there, but it's not open. So I made the comment like, "Oh man, I wish McDonald's was open." And people looked at me like I had my cock in my hand, like, "There's, you can't eat McDonald's." And I was like, first of all, screw you guys. You know me for 2 days. Who the fuck are you? But more importantly, it dawned on me as I was outside crying that. That why over the years we like McDonald's used to be cool. It used to be okay to eat there. It was never like the devil. You could take your family there or whatever. Like the 70s, the 80s.
Okay. Yeah.
It was never that bad. And then we started people started getting morbidly obese. And we started blaming fast food and junk food and sugary drinks and all this shit. And we started putting taxes on food and making junk food bad. How come nobody ever blames the fucking TV and the Nintendo and the things that are just get bigger and designed to keep you sitting on your fat ass? It's never their fault. Why is it McDonald's fault?
Don't you ever blame TV for anything. It's the best parent I ever had. It's
not McDonald's fault. Like, that's just it. How did the TV fucking companies all collude to get themselves making? No, it's not us. We're not keeping you. They fucking like Netflix. Hey, you could watch TV like a regular person, or you could just watch TV all the time and do nothing else ever again. And we're like, yeah, that's the one I want.
Do you know how Netflix gets away with it? Because you can do it on your phone, which means you can watch Netflix when you're out.
That's
so if
true.
You're out doing something, that's how they get away with it.
But it's not McDonald's fault. People weren't fat in the 70s, and everybody ate at fast food places. They were the shit. They were a good place to go get a fast meal. That's what they were. They weren't unhealthy in the 70s because people were active. They did shit. They walked to McDonald's. They didn't just fucking sit there mowing on their couch in front of their fucking TVs.
So true. Oh man, yeah, you're bang on.
It's not McDonald's fault. It's the
I never understood
video games that they take 16 weeks to fucking get through a level, and you gotta sit there and figure out 27 buttons, and you're just sitting there eating. That's the problem. It's video games, and it's fucking Netflix. I'm not a fan of Netflix. I don't blame them though. It's just TV. It's TV. Big giant fucking TV. Consume TV. Just sit on your ass and watch TV. That's not good for you. Get out and do stuff. And then McDonald's isn't so fucking toxic. That's what I'm thinking.
It's everything's about moderation. TV is okay if you're only doing it for a couple of hours a week. Fast food is okay if you're only eating it once in a while. You don't eat that shit every day. That's why you're fat and gross, because you think, well, I don't eat McDonald's every day. I also go to KFC. I go to Wendy's and Taco Bell. Well, that's why you're a fat fuck.
Not if you walk to those places and get away from your TV for a few hours. That's what I think. I'm letting my kids eat all the fast food they want. Because my kid doesn't watch TV. We don't let her. She watches it a little bit, obviously. All kids do, but we very, very much limited the amount of TV when she was very little, and now she doesn't like it as much, and she goes and does things, and she's creative and smart and pretty. I'm not saying that everyone who sits around on their asses eating TV is fat and gross and stupid, but you know who you are.
I'm good with that.
So there's my commentary for the night. That's all. I don't think it's fast food's fault. I think it's people who have no restraints' fault. And Netflix, because fuck that.
And Netflix.
I never liked Netflix, and then they gave me a 1 month free trial, and I tried it. I watched one fucking movie, and they charged me for the month anyway, because you only get the free trial in the States. So fuck those guys.
Fuck them in their stupid asses.
It's a good movie. Well, I watched one movie that month, and then I realized Netflix is not for me, because I'm always working on this podcast. I don't get to watch Netflix.
I live for Netflix right now. I'm loving it. Speaking of, as actually disappointed because I am a fanatic for the show Lucifer. I've never identified more with a character in my life than I do with Satan himself. So go figure. But I've there's 3 seasons, and then a 4th one just came available. So I'm like super stoked. I'm like, yeah, I get to watch the whole season. So I just hit play and let it go, and I'm watching it. You know, the previous 3 seasons were like 20 something episodes each.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting into this one. It hits episode 10. It ends on this like wicked cliffhanger. I'm like, whoa, like holy fuck, how do you do this in the middle of a season? This should be like the end of the season. And then the season ended on 10 episodes.
Really?
I'm feeling like a heroin junkie without his heroin now. It's really frustrating.
That could be a bad thing.
Oh, and there are more coming, but what the hell? 10 episodes? You're killing me, man. That's so mean. That's just so mean.
If we had started this podcast 2.5 years earlier, you could have gone to the set with me every day, because that was filmed in my basement.
Yeah, I know. If I had known about it, that would have been amazing. Because I guarantee you, if they met me, I'd be on that show.
And they were there like every fucking day. They were always filming that shit. I didn't go check it out or anything. Because I'm too cool for that. I was like, no.
I'm too cool for school.
That's not for me. That's for the dorky guys. Nah, it was wicked, though. It was a good show. I liked what I only saw an episode or 2, but I actually enjoyed it myself. Yeah, it would have been cool to, if I known, well, I didn't know that I was going to start a podcast, and then I was going to start it with you, and then we would be having this conversation. Had I known that, I would have went and like got an autograph or something.
Right?
Then I could have said, hey, Gord, look, I got an autograph and you don't. Nah. Sure, everybody likes. Sure, everybody likes you, and Russell Noley just emails you all the time and doesn't even fucking acknowledge that I exist. But I got an autograph and you don't, so.
I'll swap. Just saying.
So unfortunately,
hey, what's a vicar? What is a vicar?
A vicar? Vicar's like
V-I-C-A-R.
He's a church guy.
A priest?
Yeah, he's like a. I'm not sure exactly what the distinction is. But he's a man of the cloth.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of priest or like a pastor or something like that.
Okay. Thought I'd ask. I'll explain that later why.
No, it's okay. I have no news, and I'm not. My computer's not probably going to let me look up any news. So why don't you tell me what you got? And it better be good. I don't want any fucking Americans shooting each other or stupid crap.
Okay. I do have a bunch. Depends on what you're looking at. There's a there's a beach in Peru, in Lima, Peru.
There's a bunch of them.
Normally packed. Yeah, well, this is one in particular. It's called the. Fuck! I hate it when I do this to myself. Why do I open my mouth before I say it? The Agua Dulce Beach. It's usually packed with like 40,000 people a day. but since the coronavirus has come through and everybody's not allowed to be out there, the birds have taken over this beach, and it's like I can't even say how many, like something like a million birds.
Well, that's
taking over the beach now, which is beautiful. It's a nice thing.
I think it's great. I mean, they didn't capitalize during the bird flu, so this is their perfect chance to make up for that.
That's a great reference. I never thought of. Oh man. So there's been reports of this all over the world where wildlife is like roaming through cities because there's nobody in the streets.
That's awesome.
Because so it's pretty cool knowing, for the most part, how quickly. I mean, literally, it's only a matter of like a few weeks, where nature's just like, no people. Woohoo!
Yeah. Did you ever see that TV show they did?
Go check it out.
There's a TV show on, I don't know, like Discovery or something, where they show like how long it would take if humans just disappeared.
Yeah, that was awesome. I saw that. It went through by the like.
I think it was 2 years.
They did it through.
It was 2 years before the sewers and stuff started. The sewers and stuff started failing, and then the power grid shut down, and then animals took over.
Yeah, it was even less than that because they showed I think it was in 10 years most cities would be covered in vegetation.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Plants are fucking crazy.
10 years. That's it. They're just yeah. They're almost mean.
Oh, very. Yeah. No, plants are fucking ruthless.
They give zero fucks without a doubt.
I'm glad they're not animals, because if they were, we'd all be fucked. Like if they were if plants were vicious against humans, I'm glad we're not one of their enemies, because plants are fucking crazy what they do.
Well, that's good. Did you ever see the movie Day of the Triffids?
You know what? I honestly never have.
Oh, dude, you're missing out. A triffid is it's an actual plant, and they do eat they're like a Venus flytrap in the sense that they're carnivores, but they're just pretty large plants for the most part. And the whole movie is that these plants end up they're genetically modified or some of that, so they can actually move.
Yeah,
so they can
And there's a big meteor shower, and everyone goes blind.
It's the dumbest fucking movie ever. But because could you imagine dying from a plant that only travels at a quarter of a kilometer an hour?
Oh, definitely. I'd be
I'd
that guy who says,
run that.
Because I'd be that guy who sits there and goes, he's never gonna catch me. I'm fine. And so I wouldn't run with the rest of you guys. I'm like, what are you running for? He only goes like a kilometer, and now I'm dead.
Just fall asleep. That's it. It's just so good. I was going to read you this, but I'm not going to. What was the? Hang on, I had a good one here. Where the fuck did everything go? Oh, Cape Town. You know where Cape Town is?
I know there's. Yes, I do.
It's in South Africa. There's a restaurant that has just broken the Guinness World Records. Do you want to know for?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. They are the official title holder for the most varieties of milkshakes commercially available.
Oh, well.
Now, my question is, Eric, how many milkshakes would it take? How many variety of milkshakes do you think it would take for a restaurant?
I'm going to say
187. 207.
Oh, I was close. I was only off by 20.
Varieties. You're off by 20. You're really, really close. So they have...
You know how I got that?
The thing that says here is... How's that?
Because Baskin Robbins has 186 flavors.
See, I just get the one more.
Yeah, so I just upped it by one.
Well done. I love their description because they offer brain-freezing array of exotic combinations from Nutella.
Oh, that
and
sounds so
mascarpone.
gross.
And Oreo cheesecake. I mean, Oreo cheesecake, these are not exotic.
Nutella can blow me. Nutella is the biggest, grossest piece of crap. I don't know how they convinced anybody they're good. They're gross.
Don't ever say that to a Brazilian. You're talking about their national food.
Well, they're disgusting. Someone should go burn down all their forests. What, too soon?
No, not at all. Rio de Janeiro got a. When was this? When did this actually happen? It actually happened at the beginning of February. Rio's been trying to
finish their Olympic
rework
stadium.
Their image. There's that too. But they've been trying to rework their image because anybody who has ever lived there or visited there knows that Rio is, just one of the most dangerous places on the fucking planet to go. It's just an insane thing. So while their Rio's marketing area, whatever department, whatever else is working on this, trying to get them going, there is a guy who his family went there for vacation, and a guy posted an Instagram post about it. And it's just, quote, "I spent 3 days in Rio with my family, and in those 3 days, my family and I were robbed, and my 9-year-old sister witnessed a violent robbery. I can't recommend a visit to a city where I felt afraid even leaving the apartment." Yeah, you're not a good city.
That's not helping.
That's not good. That's not going to help at all.
We do this, though. We always make a big deal out of this shit up here when travelers go travel. Like, you always hear about these people getting killed in Mexico, and everyone goes, "Oh, don't go to Mexico. People get killed." Yep, 4 people get killed. Out of 1 million, 1 million Canadians go there every year. And 1 year, 4 of them got killed. Yeah. It's usually less than that, but... So that's really not bad odds. But we just get the news that it's terrible.
Yeah, because that's all we hear about. Now speaking of Brazil, because they're dealing with the coronavirus right now, like everybody else is. Of course, they're doing very little about it, but this is just genius. Everything about this article is amazing. Health officials are worried that coronavirus will swamp Brazil's low-income communities. Okay? Here's where it starts. Last Monday, housekeeper, Cloenice Goncalves, whatever, suddenly fell ill while working in an apartment in Lebanon. An exclusive neighborhood in Rio de Janeiro, tucked between the mountains and the city's famous beachfront. Her family called a taxi for the 6-year-old when they learned of her condition. It took her 2 hours of traveling through twisting switchbacks to reach her home in the small town. Around 6 p.m., she checked into the town's local hospital complaining of difficulty urinating. By the following afternoon, she was dead.
Jesus.
The source of the infection was her employer, a woman who had recently returned from holiday in Italy.
Oh, God.
Gave her the virus and killed her.
Wow.
And the worst thing is, they said the boss had been feeling ill and sought testing for coronavirus, but alleged she did not inform the housekeeper.
Well, yeah, of course not. Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would any rich, snobby person who has a housekeeper tell them that they're sick? You don't even talk to the help.
Wow.
That sucks.
That's just brutal. Like, just brutal as brutal gets. That's like, and apparently she's worked for this family for, hang on, what I said right here, for decades.
Oh, yeah, of course. And you know the worst part, the most brutal part?
She's like family.
Yeah, they don't care. They've already replaced her, and they don't care. That woman feels no remorse whatsoever.
No. The only reason that she's feeling shitty at all is because she's like, oh, now I gotta hire somebody new.
Exactly. That's the worst part of that story.
Yeah. Oh, just a bag of fucking brutal.
That sucks.
Yeah. There's a somber one for you. Next one is in Bangladesh.
That's my favorite country that ends in Ladesh.
Gotta love the Big Bang. Bangladesh's slavery survivors struggle as coronavirus halts businesses.
Well, yeah.
So here are these poor, right? Here are these poor bastards who are all part of, trafficking and human trafficking and all this other shit. And now that the virus is out and everything else and everything's on lockdown,
yeah, I'm sure nobody's
people
buying
are literally
humans.
just being. No, that's just it. Everybody, you can't pick up a new human when everybody's on lockdown. You're not allowed to do that. So yeah, so they're all out of work and they're all sad and they're feeling like shit about it.
They should ask Trudeau for a bailout. See, I'm sure he'll go for it.
Oh, please don't, because he will.
Yeah, I guess that's
the next thing you know, the Canadian bailout will change.
That's like something you're never gonna. I was saying for Tiger Guy, you're not getting sympathy out of anyone. Tiger Guy, Tiger King. Same with human traffickers. The fact that you can't traffic your humans because they're human and they might have coronavirus, that you're not getting any sympathy from anyone in the world about how hard your life is now that you're not trafficking humans.
It's so true.
No one is like Bono's not arranging a concert for you guys. Sorry.
No, it's just not happening.
There's not going to be any farm aid for fucking human trafficking. Human trafficking aid. Give to those who take.
Give to those who take.
That's retarded. Oh, you guys, what do you do? Why would you even whine to the news about that? Like, who fucking openly talked about that? Oh, yeah, I'm a human trafficker, and this sucks for me.
Well, what are we supposed to do? We can't hire these. We can't, we can't pay these people in because nobody wants to hire them because, we stole them now, and now we just have to just let them die on the streets. This is terrible. This is so bad for business.
What am I supposed to do with all these humans? There's not a human PCA. Oh my god.
I thought you'd enjoy that one.
I need corporate aid. I can't get rid of all my humans. God damn it. What the hell is wrong with the world?
This is the way it is now, man. You got to feel sorry for everybody. Can't just feel sorry for victims. You got to feel sorry for the tormentors too.
No,
because they have feelings.
I don't buy that fucking. What about the fucking killer? What about they have feeling? Don't fuck off. No, they don't.
If they did, they wouldn't do what they were doing.
I hate that shit where we gotta fucking. You gotta think about the guy on death row. He's got feelings too. No, I don't. He's a monster. He killed someone. I don't have to think about him. That's the whole point of them going to jail. And same with these people. Like, no,
I have jails.
I don't. There's all this understanding, and we got to see their side of it, and we got to. No, we don't. They're human fucking traffickers. They're pieces of shit. We don't ever have to see things from their side.
Ever. I just don't. I don't care.
Just don't. That's just it. Sorry. You're not gonna. Fuck, Skype is shit again.
Is it cutting out? It sounds good on my end.
Nah, it's terrible.
Oh,
maybe it could be. I don't know. It could be my laptop.
Lagging bastard.
That's okay. We're almost done here anyway. I am beat.
Yeah. I only got a few left here. I asked earlier about what a vicar was. And the reason I asked is because there's this phenomenal little video of a British vicar who was doing his very first attempt at an online sermon because of the coronavirus. And as he's reading from the Bible, he leaned a little bit too close to his cross with the candles and set himself on fire.
Oh, Jesus.
Even he didn't help.
It's moments like that that make me believe in God.
Right?
Only a
That's
god
my
could make
thought.
that happen.
It's just so good. Shoulder catches fire to his sweater. Ah!
Oh, you know, God's just howling. Hey, guys, watch this. Watch.
Right?
I burned another one. Those fucking priests.
That's so funny. I just loved it.
That's ridiculous.
A little bit of sad news. In South Sudan, Juba, more specifically, they have been dealing with, this has been going on since February. They've been dealing with swarms that have just been brutal throughout the whole region. Like swarms of locusts that have just been destroying everything. To give you an idea, so these desert locusts, first of all, they've crossed into Mogwai County, which is on the border of Uganda. They've also hit Kenya,
yes,
Somali.
That is Mogwai County, where, yes, you can buy a Mogwai and turn him into a gremlin if you
That's
want.
right. Turn him into a gremlin. That's right. Good catch. Yeah, so like you said, they've hit Kenya, Somalia, Eritrea. I can't even pronounce this next one. It's got too many J's and an I in there. They've also spread to Tanzania, Uganda, and now South Sudan. To give you an idea, so these locusts can travel up to 150 kilometers a day and eat their own body weight in greenery. Now, when you think about a locust, you don't think that's that much. But a swarm just 1 kilometer square, and keep in mind, that's not a massive swarm.
That's a big swarm.
Swarm.
What? That's a large swarm.
No,
we don't have anything a kilometer wide that
not,
swarms here.
Well, not here, but
No,
in those areas where they get these,
yeah, sure.
they've been known to cover. There's been swarms that have covered up to 10 square kilometers.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm just saying, like, that's a
Of
big
a
swarm. We
single
don't know.
swarm.
We don't have anything that swarms, so we don't know.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, we think of getting swarmed by bees. That's a tiny hive.
Yeah, that's like 20.
You know what I mean?
It's like 20 bees. Oh, it's a swarm. No, this thing's a
Yeah.
fucking square kilometer.
Yeah, it's huge. But a 1 square kilometer can eat as much food as 35,000 people in a day.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's huge. And some of these areas have been dealing with 3 consecutive years of droughts and floods, and then now they got this on top of it. And the really crazy thing is these particular locusts are all this. Because I was looking at the picture, I'm thinking, wow, like they're this bright yellow color, and I don't get to see yellow very often when they look at locusts. And the reason is because that they are mostly looking in areas where they can lay their eggs.
Right. You know what?
And if that happens, then shit's just going to get real bad.
You know what I don't understand, though? This is a place where, like, 1 million people a year die of malaria, and then when they're not dying of malaria, they're getting swarmed by locusts and fucking eaten by lions. And why the fuck don't you just get out of Africa? Like, it's a horrible, godforsaken place. Leave it.
I don't understand why the suicide rate is. You think the suicide rate there would be through the roof.
It doesn't have to be. Everything there kills you.
It's worse than Australia.
You want to commit suicide, just go outside and walk around.
That's it.
Something
Dead.
will kill you. They'd be happy to get coronavirus.
So South Sudan is recovering from 5 years of civil war that basically put parts of the country into famine in 2017, forced a quarter of the population to flee their homes. In December, said that the outlook was dire. The United Nations World Food Program said the food security outlook was dire after the floods affected nearly a million people. So I mean, like And now you get locusts.
And I said when I gave my thing a few months ago that it's voted year after year. It's voted the saddest place on earth. Like it's the most depressed country in the world. That's why.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just insane. On to something a little more regular news. Coca-Cola has hit a milestone. They are first. They are number one 2 years in a row. For what, you might ask? Let me tell you. They're number one in plastic pollution 2 years in a row.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, of course they are.
When you own that many pieces of shit, like that many products.
They own so much. And whatever. They don't care.
The reason how they know this is because in September of 2019, they did this huge movement that conducted 484 beach cleanups worldwide. During that cleanup, 11,732 pieces of plastic collected were from Coca-Cola products alone.
That's not on Coke, though. It's not Coke throwing out Coke bottles.
That's on people.
It just says that people who drink Coke are pieces of shit. So that shouldn't. Maybe Pepsi should put that in a commercial. Pepsi should use that to their advantage. Be like, drink Pepsi because people who drink Coke are pieces of shit. That would be a good Pepsi commercial.
That amount was more than the next three top global plastic polluters combined.
Oh, there you go. And here's the thing about a company like Coke. Okay, you're the CEO of Coke. You make, probably $900,000 a year or something?
More than that, but yeah, sure.
You're probably in your 60s. You're rich. You don't care. You don't notice human beings. You don't give a shit about people. And you're going to die soon. You're in your 60s. You're not well. You probably eat very, decadent shit. Your heart's probably in trouble. You don't give a fuck about pollution because you're not going to be around to see it, and your kids are rich enough to avoid it. You don't care. Why would they care? They don't. That's why nothing ever fucking gets fixed, because the people who could actually fix it don't give a shit.
No, they don't. And just to give an idea, the guy who owns it, the CEO of Coca-Cola, whose name is James Quincy, in 2018, he made his personal take-home was $16.7 million in compensation.
Yeah, there you go.
In 2018.
He doesn't give a crap about the environment.
Yeah.
That's the truth. If you want to know why things aren't getting better, why the environment never gets fixed, it's because the people who could fix it don't give a shit, and they don't want to, and they're not going to spend their money on it.
No, that's right. They couldn't care in the slightest. So, yeah. Well done, Coke.
when you're that rich and you've got that much wealth and power, you don't give a fuck about the future. You know the future doesn't exist, and you don't care. You're going to fucking just burn through your money and die. And that's all you want to do. And leave money for your kids so they can do the same fucking thing. And then bitch about their reality shows. Oh, fuck you.
Fucking dick. Oh, guys. People fucking stupid. So there's that. Question has come up in Canada that's on a lot of people's minds and wondering is, with everything going on with the virus and people not working, not having the money and all that shit, people wondering, can my landlord charge interest on late rent right now in Canada?
I believe they can.
Yes, you're right. They actually can. If they choose, they can. It would not be. It would be considered mean, but it's not illegal.
Yeah, no, they don't. Again, they don't care. They don't care about mean. No. If landlords gave a shit about mean, a fucking bachelor suite wouldn't be $1,800 right now.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Landlords only care about money.
That's it. They care about nothing else. I can say that for a fact because
sorry,
I've
renters,
dealt with them my whole life.
Sorry, all you renters out there, guess what? There's 20 people lined up hoping the fuck you get evicted. So if you're late on your rent and you get evicted, your landlord doesn't give a shit. People are moving in before you're done moving out. They've created that market for themselves. Landlords have all the power right now.
Well, right now, there is a freeze on that in Canada. That is Canada-wide. You are not allowed to be evicted during this coronavirus epidemic.
Yeah, and that's all well and good. That's all well and good that the government can say that, but they're not going to enforce it. They can't. What are they going to do? Send cops out to make sure, like, they don't have eviction police? Plus, there's no legislation against, yeah, you can stay in your fucking apartment, but I'm going to treat you like a hunk of shit the whole time until you want to move out. There's nothing against that.
Yeah. No, of course not.
So it's nice for Trudeau to put this little like happy-go-lucky ribbon on it, but guess what? It doesn't really apply in the real world.
No, because necessities of life just means they have to make sure that your water runs in there. It doesn't mean you have to get hot water.
No.
Doesn't mean you have to have full fucking pressure.
No, your water.
They can fuck with your shit so bad.
Maybe your power goes on and off intermittently now. Maybe that spot where your kids played, that's where my second car's got to go now. Sorry.
Yep.
There's
That's
lots
right.
of awesome.
All of that.
Oh, maybe I do what Eric used to do when he had a neighbor who was noisy at night and didn't understand that Eric needed to sleep. So he would blow smoke in his smoke detector every day before he went to work. And then just lock his door and go to work and let his smoke detector go for 8 fucking hours. You can do shit like that and piss people off.
Oh, that's so good. It's just funny.
Lots of ways to make
so we got that.
people... That sucks. It sucks that you can't create a legislation like that and actually do something about it. Because there's 85 billion ways for a landlord to go, no, this isn't corona related. I'm kicking him out because my sick uncle had a heart attack and needs an apartment. There's like all kinds of fucking, you can do whatever. So thanks, Justin, but it doesn't help.
No, it's just no.
It might.
It's a nice little thing to put in the news, but yeah.
If landlords were human, it would be awesome, but they're not. They're all mean.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Nobody gets into that with the good intentions. Let's put it that way. No. You get in there to make money, and that's it.
I think I'll buy a extra property that costs me a fortune every year, and just to be nice to people. Nobody ever buys anything to be nice. That's not how the world works.
And people prove that shit by when they do a nice deed, they post it on social media to show the world how awesome they are.
Yeah, exactly. But no one's ever gotten into...
That's not a nice deed anymore.
No one, least of all rich people, have ever gotten into a situation and been like, what would be the nicest way to other people for me to do this? Nobody's ever thought that to themselves. Wait, before I do this, how is it going to benefit others? That no one thinks like that.
It's so fucking true. Trump, we rarely even talk about him that much anymore. He sent out a tweet today, went out at 1:05 p.m. today, that said, upon information and belief, Iran or its proxies are planning a sneak attack on U.S. troops and or assets of Iraq. If this happens, Iran will pay a very heavy price indeed.
Isn't Iran getting fucked by COVID right now?
Yes.
I don't know that
Iran is. No, if it's Iran or it's Iraq. I think it's Iraq getting hit. I can't remember.
I don't know. Trump's looking for his election war. That's cool. But I don't think Iran's a threat right now. I could be wrong. Maybe he knows something I don't. It's not very likely, but it's possible, I guess. I don't know. Just go bomb the shit out of them. You do anyway. Why are you hesitating right now? Normally you bomb the shit out of Iran and fucking the Rams lose a football game, you bomb Iran. What the fuck is tweeting about it now? Just go do it like you always do. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh my God, there's locusts in Africa. Go bomb Iran.
Somebody got robbed in Rio. Bomb Iran. Fuck this. We'll teach them a lesson. Keep in mind, this is in the middle. There's a global ceasefire right now because of the virus. There's a global ceasefire. Trump's threatening war.
Yeah, but see, that's another bullshit thing. It's not like guns stop working because you call a ceasefire. Ceasefire is nice on paper. Ceasefire means fuck all. Ask Afghanistan what a ceasefire means.
They're still being shot at and killed on a daily basis over there.
And shooting and killing. Every time they sign a peace treaty, they fucking, as soon as they turn around with it, they shoot them in the back.
Did they sign it? We don't know. The guy's never come back with it. We assume.
Yeah. They probably signed all of them. There's a big pile of them right under all those skulls. Big pile of peace treaties.
Iran's getting rightly fucked with this virus right now. They got 4,000 deaths.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why. Back when I thought it was an American plot, I was like, "How the fuck is it getting to Iran? No one's even allowed to travel there. So why are they getting hit so bad? You know, America sent some COVID people over there."
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got there's that going on. So I just thought that was just.
I don't think Iran.
Trump,
I don't know, unless Iran's just not giving a fuck about COVID, and they're like, hey, everyone's distracted right now, we should attack Iraq. It's a good plan. I hope they are. But,
I would.
On the other hand, if you're Iranian and you're planning on attacking Iraq right now, don't. Because Trump is just chomping at the bit for you guys to do something. So not a good time right now. Just don't, because he will fucking rain thunder down on you. He is, because he's got an election coming up in November that he doesn't stand a fucking chance of winning. A fucking ham sandwich would beat Trump in the next election right now. So don't. But if he attacks, if he gets his war, then he'll be fucking a hero, and everyone will vote for him. So you're screwing yourself and you're screwing us. So fuck you, Iran.
Just so you know. His approval rating as of today is sitting at 40%.
Yeah, probably lowest it's ever been.
Oh God, no! You kidding me? That's. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, up to 49%. This is the highest it's been.
No, he was in the 50s forever.
I don't think he actually hit. No, I'm looking at his thing. Oh, no, wait, that's since January. It's gone up over this thing this is as of March 22nd.
Has it gone up, or is that the number of people answering has gone down? So it looks like the number's gone up. But everyone's just too busy to answer the poll, so they only got 10 people on the phone, and those 10 happen to like him. But if you asked 100, his approval rating's probably fucking in the negatives.
Hang on, I just gotta find out. There it is. So as of today, his approval rating is sitting at 45.8%. That is the highest it has been since ever.
No.
Because on January 23rd, January 23rd, 2017 is at 45.5. He's at 45.8 right now. Other than that, he's been in the 40s and 30s.
I don't buy it.
Like low 40s and 30s. I'm staring at the things right now. But yeah, so his actual approval rate has actually gone up, which makes no sense.
Yeah, I doubt. I don't think it's gone up. I think just the people answering the poll have gone down.
People just stopped answering. I don't want to know. I don't care.
Like if I hold a poll right now and say who's the favorite, right now 50% of us would say I'm the favorite, and 50% would say you're the favorite. But once we're off this call, then when I do the poll, 100% think I'm the best. Like that's how polls work.
No, I know. They're completely inaccurate. I know. I just find that to be humorous. That's all. That it just goes to show that, you know, if you follow follow the polls, whatever else, it just goes to show it just doesn't matter. Trump's his supporters are just love him. There's no getting around it.
Yeah. Well, that's how they do it in the States, right? You're
a blind supporter. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. You're a Democrat or you're a Republican. It doesn't matter who's running. You're voting for your team. Like, what's the slogan for the Democrats? Fucking vote blue, no matter who.
Yeah.
No, what a horrible fucking policy. That's a terrible way to govern your fucking party, idiots.
Look what happened to Canada with that attitude.
Yeah, that's what we did.
You know, why do you think? Yeah, why do you think Trudeau technically still got the win?
You hear
Simply
that?
Because
you hear that, Americans? You want to be like Canadians? Fuck.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Don't vote like that.
Don't think it's a good idea. Dumbasses. So yeah, this one just people are fucking this is just people are retarded. The city of Austin, Texas. So you had a whole bunch of students. They had about 70 students who chartered a plane to Cabo San Lucas in Mexico about a week and a half ago for their spring break. Out of that 70, 28 have come back tested positive for corona.
Oh, of course.
Dozens more are under public health investigation until they get cleared. And it's just, it just goes to show it's, a lot of these kids nowadays, especially, they talk about, they do their it's all about the environment, and it's all about people, and you just got to be nice to people, and yet here you are being told don't go anywhere, don't do something stupid, and you all go down to a country that cares nothing about its people.
Yeah, but
and now you all caught the fucking virus.
You're a bunch of kids with a virus that's going to go away and you're going to be fine. Would you give a shit? When I was their age, I wouldn't have given a shit. Give me Corona. Give me a cup of Corona. I'll fucking drink it before I go to the bar. Like, you're gonna.
No, but I'll tell you though, my fucking parents would. If there's an outbreak that's going on, don't think of it just as a flu. Think of it as what's for the last month of what's been going on.
Yeah, but would you have given a shit when you were a kid?
Hell, that my fucking parents would have let me go.
No, but if you're a kid, you're gonna go.
My family would have, and I would not have been allowed to go. What the fuck are these parents thinking?
They're probably thinking the same thing. We're young. We're not going to die. Let's go fucking do it. You only get to go to Cabo once. And they're going to get the virus, and it's going to go away, and they're going to be totally fine. And if you can afford to do that trip, then you're one of the people I was talking about at the beginning. You don't give a shit about people. Nobody does. Look at the toilet paper is the perfect example. Nobody gave a fuck about anyone else. They just went and hoarded the shit out of places. That's who we really are. That's, in essence, that's who we are. If I could go to Cabo tomorrow, I would.
I wouldn't go now. The police are actually going and patrolling all their beaches now, telling everybody to go home. Watch a couple of videos on that earlier today. They're actually starting to do something about it. But, yeah, I just find it. You're done. The whole group, yeah.
The government has to institute this shit. The government has to do this. They have to force us to stay home. People won't do it on their own. Look at how we've been.
That's right.
Like, that's because people, in essence, don't give a fuck about other people. Nobody. Look at how we've treated each other these last few months. Or weeks, I should say. But that's who we really are. I'm going to take for me and my family, and you guys can all go to hell. And if I got to do what I got to do and fuck up the world too damn bad, I'm going to do it unless I get a fine or jail.
Yeah,
it's how people think.
Yeah, that's exactly where it is right now.
I don't want to have a gloomy... I know I've got a bad opinion and nobody wants to share it because nobody likes the truth, but guess what? That's who you really are, and you try to deny it right now. Send me an email. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina at gmail.com. Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina at gmail.com and prove me wrong. You can't.
I beg of you, please. Fucking beg. Oh, man.
Don't get me wrong. I still like people. I'm still a people guy. I'm on your side, people, but I know we're all pieces of shit, too. I don't deny it. Everyone else lives their little lies and wants to pretend they're good and they give a shit about anything. Nobody cares about the environment. Nobody cares about other people. Nobody wants to save the fucking whales. They just want to go to Cabo and see tits. That's really all people care about.
It's so true. Yeah, it's just true. Oh my God. Oh.
That's pretty much. That might be a good night. Good way to end the show, I think.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
I'm dead tired. I do have to really quickly, before I end the show, tell everyone to just get ready for the motion picture event of the summer, of the century, really. You've seen the trailers. If you haven't, you will. They're coming out more and more. This is Eric and Gord, The Laser of Truth, The Revenge of the PTS Drones. It is probably the single greatest motion picture event you're ever going to see. I can't even call it a movie because it's not that. This is going to change cinema forever. So stay tuned. If you want to see a preview or a couple of them, you can see those at thelaseroftruth.party. No, it's not www. It's http / whatever. Thelaseroftruth.party. And there's going to be some contests there where maybe you can get a pen and some other cool Laser of Truth stuff. So, it's me and Gord's first foray into motion pictures. It's very exciting. So that's all. I just wanted to announce that.
Hey, some guy ate a $120,000 banana.
Well, that's gross.
It was a piece of art. It was a banana taped to a wall. That was an artwork valued at $120,000. And he just walked up to this thing, as they before say. He just walked up to the wall, pulled the banana off the wall, ripped off the tape, peeled it, and ate it.
Sure, why not? My point exactly.
He's like, I don't care. It's not vandalism. Yeah, he goes, it's not vandalism, and he does not regret his snack. I decided in the morning, but I was not too hungry, so I spent another 2 hours at this place, and then I ate it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. This is what people are showing all their true colors right now. I don't give a fuck. I'm eating the banana.
And I love the fact that it actually says First of all, I have very much respect for this artist. No, you don't.
No. No, you don't.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Awesome.
So there you go. That's the last one I got.
The world is just full of solid gold dancers. Oh, God. I'm going to just say that that's a good way to end the show. This is a really fun episode. I'm glad we did it, but I've got to cut it short or I'm going to die. And I still have work to do because I'm still getting that app out for you guys. It should be in the Google Play Store this week, but I don't know. Next week at the very latest, you'll get an app, and it's a good app. Other than that, stick around. There's good stuff coming. Please go check out our website. Tell us what you think of it. And if you're nice about it, we'll come back and do this again tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
So until then, take care of each other.
See ya, fuck sluts.
Where's my ending?